Stadium in Madison. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Wisconsin Badgers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you get to Madison, Wisconsin, you know you're someplace special when you walk into Camp Randall Stadium. This is one of the largest and oldest stadiums in the country, opening in 1917. The students make it special. Every time there's a cool moment in the third and fourth quarter, Camp Randall continues to prove one of the best home field advantages in the Big Ten. Nice?
Holly, thank you. And the Badgers will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense will have the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses and...
There he goes! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They don't mind being aggressive from deep in their own end, and it paid off there as they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Banks to grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start where everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
Zings it complete to the right. Shakes a man, and he smashes his way through again. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Throwing, Carr. It's complete. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's going to be fun to watch this receiving group, I think, for Notre Dame this season. I think one of the things Marcus Freeman's done a really good job of in recent years is go to the portal and bring difference makers at the receiver spot. It was Malachi Fields coming over for Virginia, the big, tall body making big plays downfield last year for the Irish. And this has always been a position, David, that we thought was always a little bit behind some of the elite competition in college football, but it feels like that's starting to change now.
And Greathouse and Faze on both backs, so obviously some experience there, but then bringing in some ultra-talented, highly recruited receivers from Ohio State. Those guys usually pan out pretty well to have that speed element. And a couple of guys that maybe click now with this C.J. Carr offense and the passing attack, which went from a liability a couple years ago to a strength.
And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Badgers offense will now get its first chance with the football. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Keep it on the ground. And he's wrestled to the ground. The Badgers want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback may change this route. Joseph from the gun on third down. Quickly to the tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field to score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
After that run, picked up the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a 1st down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. Looking for a push on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. There is a Badger slow to get up. They'll stop play to have the trainers look at him. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. The Badgers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Rides to back and leaves it. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They go play action with Joseph. Fires to the big fella. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run, Alden.
There's some room. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Badger!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Carr on play action. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
A nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame's football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running the route, give him an opportunity.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
On the run, it's Jackson.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Joseph. The throw to the outside is complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its 1st timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They're not into 3s. They want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Making side adjustments here. Joseph to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. On the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Play action, Carr. Got his man. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Play action, C.J. Carr. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Now here's Carr. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he'll He'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse. Breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Really good-looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time, Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, who was a teammate of mine with the New York Giants, and he was so good at being patient and setting up blocks. This guy shows that patience as well. He really helps out the running game because he's not in a rush. He just takes his time and carves his way through the defense.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down, not just a linebacker.
Here's a little room there. Got enough for the first. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And the Badgers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Throwing Joseph. Fires left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Joseph on the play action. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Perez. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's Carr to throw. Finds the tight end. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Play fake. Carr. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, and you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Here's the give off the left side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. He'll pull it down. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Badgers are in the hurry-up.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Joseph. He's got him. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Now, you might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Throwing right. He's got it. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
It's complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Going to try to get it himself. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Made the grab in the end zone for 6.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the wideout. Throwing Joseph. Got his man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Again, it's Joseph. Unloads to the right. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
First half coming to an end. Offensively, you're trying to put a drive together. Get back in this ball game. The last thing you wanted to do was turn the football over, dig yourself an even bigger hole. Not good execution by the offense.
Turning it on! They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, I did catch up with the Wisconsin head coach. They are pretty excited about what they're seeing from their running back. As you know, he's a transfer. This is why they brought him in. And although he is performing very well, they've still got work to do. Trailing in this game, they've got to be a little bit better at the line of scrimmage here to start the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out, let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle us.
We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. That guy that can be a complement to the run game. That's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Joseph. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. There is a Badger slow to get up. They'll stop play to have the trainers look at him. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, the start they hoped for. Bringing it back. Ball down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately.
Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Under fire. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he will just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Wisconsin sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum back. I'll keep you posted on if that swings here in their favor. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They go play action with Joseph. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
And the Badgers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing Joseph. Grabs it in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Throws to the tight end. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
The Badgers look to do some damage in the red zone. Joseph. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
From the gun on third down, Joseph. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. And he had just enough leg to somehow will that thing over the crossbar and in the right corner. Now a two-possession game at 24-13. He'll bring it out. It's Perez. And the returner will be knocked down. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Hauls it in. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Dropping back, it's Carr. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Keeps it himself. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give is to Williams. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at second and 14. Back to the ground with the running back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. and the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. They'll run this play from the pistol. Throwing Joseph. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Buys a little extra time. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He tries to take the top off. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Great move. Now he's got room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here come the Irish back on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. The give is to Williams. There he goes. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Quarterback keep. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Got a little grass. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the pummeling has started.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. He leaves it with his back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Joseph on the play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Again, it's Joseph. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
And you
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Joseph. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Joseph. Oh, they're after him. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Running inside, it's Mobley.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. From the gun on third down, Carr bringing the heat, looking for a big gain. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And it's no good. He missed it. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's going for it all. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Badgers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Again, it's Joseph. Shoots it to the left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. They go play action with Joseph. Finds his tight end.
And this game is obviously out of hand. Yeah, but I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Throwing Joseph. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Again, it's Joseph. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air. Flips it out to the back. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case.